Welcome into the Left Hand Backhand podcast. Jeff, is this episode 17?
17. Lucky
17
number
or
17.
yeah, Jake Delhomme,
J-
Jeremy Lin.
Oh, well, Linsanity.
Yeah, dude, that was epic. That's still
That
uh
New York Knicks game,
Superior
I
Lintellect is still one of my favorite YouTube videos of all time.
Old Man Fisherman is one of my favorite.
Yeah, I don't know
That
if we
one
can
is
do the
that
accents
No,
right
I
now,
just
but
I just love I just love the jumping in the basket and the times two plus
so we meet
seven square
again, old
the Pyth-
man
the
fisherman.
Pythagorean theorem times the square root of the
I wear my band-aid down.
or my band-aid down.
All right.
I would
We have a good episode in store. Jeff, why don't you tell the lovely listenership what we're doing this week?
We're doing a few things. We got some recap. Uh What are you doing? No! What are you fool? You fool. I
I
guess
didn't
Lincoln.
I didn't tell you on purpose because I wanted to get your live reaction on the pod. For those of you listening on the
Wow.
podcast, I just showed Jeff my cheesecake.
And
This
that's
is a
not
pound and a half
that's
of cheesecake, bro.
and that is not a double entendre. It was literal cheesecake.
Yeah.
That thing is what flavor is that? Just strawberry?
I got plain and then I put some raspberry jam on top because I felt like I needed a little flavor just to get through it.
Pound and a half.
A pound and a
This
half
is
of cheesecake.
bro, this is gonna be bonkers.
So yeah, so I
Oh
I gave you all this like false stuff of what we're doing today. I mean, yes, we are
yeah,
gonna
you
do
gave
some
me
other
all
stuff,
these different things you wanted me to do.
but
I can't I know how it feels though. I did that to you
first
before,
bite,
so
brother. Cheers.
hey, push back, brother. How's
I
it
don't
taste,
even.
brother?
Oh, this cheesecake isn't even that good
Why didn't you get a high quality cheesecake if you have to eat a whole thing?
because this was $15.
Dude, you know what? You should go get some
I went to
syrup or
Safeway
something. Okay. Why would you do that? Why
because it
would you
was
go
cheaper
cheap?
than King Supers, and the Costco one was twice as big. It was 2 pounds. Okay,
Oh,
not
yeah, well, you
twice as
don't need a
big, but like
Costco. But honestly, if you're gonna eat a whole cheesecake, why wouldn't you make sure it's decent quality?
I probably should have tested that
That much
before,
food?
but I was
That's
too scared.
This is a backfire for 100%, and you're gonna have to do all of this. I mean, dude, if you eat this in the next 10 minutes, I'll be shocked. But I know you want to get it over with. That's such a rich. How's it taste? How's it taste?
um, you know what? I'm not even tasting it. I'm just eating it.
Dude, this is because the Celtics won and all the other picks I made. So
Oh,
I am very glad that I guessed all the things right. And I know right now it seems easy going, but by the end of this, you're gonna be hating every bit of our bet.
yep. I
I'm very
tomorrow's the 4th of
wow.
July, or today's the 4th of July, depending on when you're
Well,
listening.
born on the 4th of July.
Or yesterday was the 4th of July, depending on when you're listening. And I don't know how my 4th of July is gonna go now because of this stupid challenge. I mean, I'm glad I'm doing it because it's fun and it's funny, but like,
It's fun for I'm really glad you're doing this because
oh man,
it was about time.
yep.
The reason I wasn't this reason this is a surprise. We actually were planning on doing it this week anyway,
Mm-hmm.
but you weren't feeling great and you had a lot of stuff this week and I felt like the timing and also with July 4th, we just felt like it was better. So we were actually going to push this to next week. Little did I know, a little
Yep.
ditty you were going to pull on me,
I'm an eighth
you
of the
little
way through.
rascal. You ate one slice. That's one slice? You're in so much trouble. Oh, I said urine. I'm sorry. Shit.
That's okay.
My bad.
We talk about urine.
I mean, I do it my job all the time.
That's
Constantly.
exactly. Yeah.
Constant urine.
Oh
It's just
man.
like I smell it, I just look at it. Okay, well,
Anyways,
since
what do we
you
got on the pod? What do you got on the docket tonight? I mean, we're still gonna do some NBA recap stuff, but tell us what else we got going on.
well, originally I had other plans of some other things I was going to do while you were eating this cheesecake
Uh-huh.
because it's limiting to how much you can talk with your mouth full of cheesy cake goodness.
Yep.
So
With free cheese.
I definitely not prepared. I hope you're not lactose intolerant because this could be really bad for you
I might
later
be
on.
after this thing.
You might be backed up. I hope you take like a lactate pill or something
I
because that's what I
don't.
do when I have a. Yeah, the moment you tried to talk with your mouth full, this
I
is
had
gonna be
Taco Bell
awful.
for dinner.
Oh no! You did this yourself, in the words of Obi-Wan Kenobi. I
Oh
am
man.
I'm flabbergasted that you made that decision back to back. What did you eat? What was your Taco Bell order? I'd love to know. And
Chalupa
tell
and
the
two cheesy bean
viewers.
and rice burritos.
You just a la carte. You don't have any meals. You just a chalupa by itself and then two cheesy bean and rice burritos. And what is that?
Mm-hmm.
What is that total
Uh,
price wise?
it was like 880, dude.
Okay. Because they just came out with a $7 meal that is a 5-layer burrito,
Mm-hmm.
a
The crunch wrap with
double
the
the
Doritos
crunch wrap
or
with
with
the
the
no,
Cheez-Its.
the Fritos. The Fritos in it.
Fritos or Cheez-Its.
Yeah, they have no, the cheese it one is a
Bro,
different
this
one.
is
This is
already nasty.
oh my. This
I
is
need
incredible. I'm so glad
I
I
need
won because
help.
I would you know if you need to get some flavor. I know I see the eating
I got raspberry jam on there.
pause. I normally see those competitive eaters will mix up the flavoring, so they'll have like ranch dip, or they'll have like a sauce, or they'll mix things with their food they're eating like competitively in order to confuse their taste buds, so they feel like they're not eat. It doesn't like it confuses your body, so you feel like you're eating different foods, like at a buffet, so you can eat more. So I figured that might be helpful if you go get like a chocolate sauce or another flavor. So part of it's one
I don't
flavor,
have
part
any
of it's
I
another.
don't have anything, man.
What's in your fridge? What do you have?
Celsius and water and
You're just drinking liquid all day?
eggs, lunch meat, tortillas,
Eggs and
cheese.
lunch meat?
Yep.
You sound like you're from Texas, just making tacos and
I'm a quarter of the way through.
it's a quarter? That was three
Yep.
slices? No, two slices?
Two
Wow, look at you
slices.
go. Already feeling disgusting. At halfway?
No, it's just like I know I'm only a quarter of the way and I'm like, this is not gonna be
It's a
good.
this is all mental. You need to channel your inner Joey Chestnut.
Oh,
You need
stop.
to
Don't
dunk
talk about
the
Joey.
cheesecake in the water. Just dunk it in the water and then in the Coca-Cola.
All right.
Probably might make it
Anyways,
better. So
what segments you got for us?
okay, as far as segments doing, I do have a. I mean, I would love a draft, but if you want, do you want to still talk about the draft, the
I
NBA
have a
draft?
draft. Oh, yeah.
No, yeah. So, initial thoughts. Initial
Yep.
thoughts on my side. Also, shout out, we're both wearing the blue with the white accent. Nice.
Yeah,
Got a
yours
little
looks like it's
mountain
like
action.
almost a Jazz shirt. Which like shout
It
out to the
should be.
Jazz for finally getting their jerseys right.
I know we did talk about it in our jersey draft, didn't we?
And then they did it.
And then they did it.
Yeah.
We're prophets basically.
We willed this.
Nice.
Well,
Good
I'm a
job.
prophetess.
You're a profiteer. Well, three musketeer
Oh, that's like the worst candy bar. And you
is.
drafted it.
I mean, I like it a lot. Sounds good to me. But at
Yeah,
least it's not
you
white chocolate.
do
It's real. It's real chocolate,
you
not
do
fake
love
chocolate.
like fake cream smashed between your chocolate.
Hey, shut up and eat your cheesecake. Thanks.
I
Yeah, go
am,
take another bite. Hurry up. I don't got all night.
bro.
We have a limited podcast. This doesn't end when you're uncomfortable. This
I
ends when it's
know.
gone.
This ends
You
when
need
it's
to
gone. I'm trying to
use your
hurry, man.
Bruce from Matilda. You need to
Yeah.
do it.
Yep.
Yeah, give us the progress updates. Every slice, give us an update. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
So
NBA draft.
draft.
Just shut up and keep talking.
I'd love to. Yeah, you keep eating. Draft loved. I was a don't cry. I I watched. I loved the Spurs had the fourth and the eighth pick. I was surprised by the first pick. The French guy. I actually don't know how to pronounce his name. Uh, but like back to back French
Hold
picks,
on.
that's pretty good. And I guess
Wait,
people
who
think
did they
they're gonna.
take?
They didn't take Alex Sarr. They took another tall French guy who's
Why
pretty
can't I
mobile.
find it?
What do you mean? What do you mean you can't find it?
Harrison Ingram?
No, no.
Did they
It's
trade? Yeah. All I'm seeing from KSAT.com is Stephon Castle and Harrison Ingram. Yeah, number 4 overall pick, Stephon Castle. And second
Yeah,
round
that's
pick
for the
Harrison Ingram.
that's for the no, that's for the Spurs.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about the number one overall pick. I
Oh,
said the Spurs had the number 4 pick, but the number 1 overall pick was the French guy that
sorry. I
nobody
thought.
knew. No. Because the Spurs didn't have the 1 pick, so I was just gonna work my way. But yeah, I didn't know who he was. I thought Alex Sarr was gonna go number 1.
Yeah,
But this was a
there
weak
was talk
draft.
that Sarr was going to be number 2 for like the last like 2 weeks. ESPN's
I
draft
didn't see
guys
that.
actually do a really good job. I followed the draft pretty closely. Their draft guy, ESPN's mock drafts are usually pretty darn accurate, like historically over the last couple of years, which is kind of crazy. Which
Yeah,
just means like
that's they do. I
has
mean, that's their
draft
job.
intel.
I hope they know how to do that. But
Yeah.
even then, the draft seemed to be a weaker draft. Like the number 1 pick was
Yeah.
like a number 5 pick in any other draft
This was the
on
weakest
average
draft in the last
last
several
decade.
years. But then the next 2 drafts are supposed to be great. So, at number 1 was Zachary Sochet, and then
Searche.
Alex Sarr, Reese O'Shea, then Reed Shepard, Stephon Castle, Ron Holland, Tijon Shalon, Donovan Clingan to the Blazers. I'm stoked about that. Rob Dillingham,
Really
um,
love Billingham.
Zach Edey to Memphis at 9.
He should
Cody
not have gone that
Williams,
early. No way.
uh, Machis Bazelis, number 11 to the Bulls. Nikola Topic. So we got Topic, Jokic, and
Jokic,
Jovic.
Jovic.
We have
Yeah,
Nikola Jokic, Nikola Topic, and Nikola Jovic.
Yov.
It's
Got all the
ridiculous,
3.
man. It's
It's
ridiculous.
amazing.
So,
Here, let me
um,
keep talking while you take another bite.
yeah,
I'm gonna enjoy this as much as I can.
I stopped
Oh,
thinking about it because I was talking.
I know. Take another bite. That's what you just gotta do. You just gotta keep
I'm
punching through.
three.
If you average out,
I'm
how many
three
bites does
eighths
it
of the
take?
way.
How many bites does it take to do a full slice
Wouldn't
for
you
you?
like to know?
I would. Tell
All
me.
right. Okay. So talk to me about the Jazz pick. Or sorry, not the Jazz, the Spurs. How do you feel about Stephon Castle?
Okay. I liked him. With UConn, he's aggressive. They needed this pick. They needed a wing slash kind of he's got some good defensive DNA, which I like.
Yeah,
His shooting's not
he's
the
got the
best, but I
athleticism.
don't care. I don't care too much about the shooting. To be honest,
That's
he's
the
not going to be
easiest
shooting a
thing to
lot.
teach in the NBA is how
Yeah,
to shoot.
it's a shooting league now. So, but if you can defend well, you will be. I mean, you know, with the Blazers, I mean, when they drafted, who was it, Mobley? No, who Turner? Who was the guy that you like defensively that you, I mean, the last couple of years that they traded for, they picked up and you were like, oh, I love that. I love that pick. Or I
Oh,
love that
Matisse
that's
Thybulle
Matisse, that's what it was. I couldn't remember who
out
it
of
was. And you like
Washington.
that.
Shout out Devin and the Purple
Shout out to
Huskies.
shout out to UW.
Yeah.
And why did you like him?
Before I take another bite, I like Stephon Castle a lot. He's not a fit with the Blazers, so I didn't want the Blazers to take him, but
Yeah, it wasn't like a
I
painful
love
miss.
Stephon Castle. When the Spurs took him, I was like, "Oh, that's a good fit. Like, I think that's great. That'll be
Yeah.
fantastic." And then Chris Paul goes to San Antonio, and I love the pick even more because
Makes as much sense as
he
anything.
will
Yeah.
have time to develop with Chris Paul, learn
At
how to
least
be a
one
point
year. At
guard.
least one year they get that's a lot. That
Yeah.
counts for a lot as a
Yep.
veteran.
Oh, dude,
So I don't care if Chris Paul's there. I don't care if he just lobs it up all the time. Like with Wemby there all the time. Throw it up. He they just came out with the French some of the France clips and Wemby is jumping. He's almost touching the top of the backboard on some of these like dunks and lobs. Like just throw it.
What
I
they're
don't
not
care.
showing you is that he's not actually jumping.
He's flying.
No, he's just standing. He's
They're
just on
editing out
he's
the
on his
things.
tiptoes and he's touching the top of the backboard.
Yeah, it's absurd. And I did hear about this prospect who, they don't always work out, but it's fun to talk about. There's a guy who's in high school who is 7 foot 8,
Yeah,
who's grown
I
like
sent you a
crazy.
reel about this kid.
Yeah, yeah. And it's not that reminds me of like Boban
Oh man.
Marjanovic. That that type. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be laughing consistently watching you regret every bite. It's so funny. You should not. You should have waited till next week, man. You should have prepped your body and not at Taco Bell.
I have my
You should
girls
have waited.
next week. I can't do it.
You should. You could have done it. You should have waited till you were hungry. Because dude, having Taco Bell, terrible
If
idea.
I throw up, can I be done?
No, you can't force. You can't force yourself to throw up. You got to
I'm
keep
not gonna
eating.
force myself to throw up, but if I throw up, can I be done?
I know you're a man about it, and you're not gonna throw up.
I mean, I do eat it.
Yeah, you eat it, but you're not. You're a man about it, so I know you're not gonna throw up. If you
I
throw
mean,
up, it'll be like the last case scenario. I'll decide at
yeah.
that point. But you got to.
I
You
mean,
got to
I eat
power
it
through,
all
man.
day and I eat it all night.
Stop. Pause. Pause. Pause that. Pause that forever. Don't look at our Spotify playlist for that song. Uh,
No, 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 no.
um. So anyway, to wrap up the draft, Bronny at 55 obviously was one of
Mm-hmm.
the big stories, and there's so much discourse online and whatever. And Jimmy High Roller, who does videos all the time on YouTube, he'll do video essays about these different players and NBA stuff a lot. He did one. He's done a few about Wemby, but the big one was Bronny and about the expectations. And it doesn't matter because Bronny, even though he's underperformed for that pick, doesn't matter. That pick has historically been nobody's. Most people aren't
Mm-hmm.
in the league with the 55 pick after a couple years. Majority of people don't even get more playing time than one season. 50. It's just like it's all upside. If it doesn't work out, it's the 55th pick. But Bronny somehow is expected to be this wonderkind who's supposed to be a consistent role player. Like that's
Wonder
just
what?
not a wonderkind.
Okay, I
You
heard a
know,
T
as
at the
Ryan
end of
says,
that.
no wonderkind. It's my new mic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out to Jeff's
So
new mic. Praise him in the
yeah,
comments. We're halfway done, brother.
you've done halfway. Show it. Show it. Let me see. Wow, that was disgusting. That burp was all cheesecake. Dude, I'm impressed though. You powered through halfway already. This is where it gets difficult though.
Dude,
Now you don't
that
even
last
want it.
slice was so difficult.
Now it's another half. You're 50% of the way there.
I'm already miserable.
This tonight, you're not even gonna be able to sleep.
I'm
You're
waking
gonna
I'm
regret
waking
this.
up at like 4:30 to play disc golf tomorrow.
You're waking up at 4:30 to have the biggest BM of your entire life. That's what you're doing. There's no way you're making it to disc golf before you do that.
Oh man.
Good luck to you. So take a mini break. I'll give you a little break. Talk about your how your week was because you had quite a week with disc golf, which is
Oh,
what
I don't
you know,
even care how my
back,
week was right now.
left hand backhand. You got to give a shout out to your all the disc golf you played.
Oh, dude, this is so bad. Um, okay. What am I talking about?
Disc golf, disc
Disc
golf.
golf. Yeah, shout out to my buddies coming into town. Jordan Nunez, Michael Goodman, and Aaron Fife and I. The four of us played disc golf for 3 days straight up in the mountains of Colorado. Aaron and Michael and I played 4 days straight. Would you like to take a guess as to how many miles and steps approximately Aaron and Michael and I went? Jordan only
That's
got three
for
days with us.
between the
Aaron
four
and
days.
yep. And mind you, this
Okay.
is hiking in the mountains, so you're not getting as many
Yeah,
miles, but
but steps wise, you're still getting quite a bit.
yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna say, and you played how many rounds per day? Would you average out?
like
Two,
five.
five a day?
Yeah,
Five
in the
rounds? Okay.
mountains. Hold on, hold on.
Okay.
Let me double check.
Uh,
So day one was Wednesday, and we played one, two, three, four, 5 rounds on Wednesday. Round two or day two was up in the mountains. We played one, two, three, four, 5 rounds on Thursday. 6 rounds, sorry. 6 rounds on Thursday.
6 rounds.
Um, day three was up in the mountains. We played one, two, three, 4 rounds, but those were all mountain courses. And then day four was one, two, three, 4 rounds, all up in down in Woodland Park. So, would you like to guess how many how many miles and how many steps we went approximately.
All right. Give or take, carry the 4. I'm gonna say 15, 20. Let's say you were about 78,000 steps.
Um, according to Aaron's numbers, he was 145,000 steps
Well, that's absurd. Double that? I
and
was like
65 miles.
55 miles.
That's what we did over 4
Were
days.
you were you camping there and just
No,
living out in the forest like a bear?
we woke up at
That's
5 every
crazy.
day to go and to leave my place by like 5:30, be on the road,
Now I see
all
why
that
you're
good stuff.
sick.
Yeah,
That's
my
crazy.
body
Your
just
body's broken.
kicked me and said,
And
"Hey,
then
sit down. You
be
need to
humble.
relax." Yeah, thanks,
Wow.
Kendrick.
Dude,
Um,
100,000+ in 4 days is already absurd, but you had 130 to 40?
um,
What a oh my gosh, dude.
sorry.
You
And
average you
then
average 30,000 a day.
and then I played 27 holes of golf on Sunday.
Oh my gosh, which you're gonna get 18 on 9. I normally get
Now, now ordinarily, so
13,000.
this was with
So
the
I'll
cart,
say
but we could
27,000.
only be on the paths
Oh,
because of the course like conditions or whatever. Anyways,
27,000.
let's see. Let's scroll back. So Sunday, so my watch died every day, so I didn't get to track
Oh,
all of my steps
didn't
because my
even make
watch
it.
died by like 5 p.m. On Sunday, it was 17,000 steps and 8.5 miles. Saturday, watch dies, 25,000 steps, 12.5 miles. Friday, 28,000 steps, 14 miles. Thursday, 23,000 steps, 11.5 miles. Wednesday, 25,000 steps, 12.5 miles. So my watch died
My
around 25,000 steps and 12.5 miles, like pretty much every day. So,
goodness gracious.
dude, I don't think I can do this.
You got to do it.
I know I
It's
have
not
to.
when the going gets tough, Lincoln doesn't get going.
No,
Lincoln
Jeff,
eats his way
Jeff,
through the problem. If you can't go over it, you got to eat through it.
I know.
So
I'm
if you
legit.
need to cry,
I'm
when you cry,
feeling
then cry.
legitimately scared right now.
Just keep eating. Eat until you can't eat, and then keep eating after that. That's the
Jeff,
rule.
I'm gonna throw up.
Do it. Keep eating.
No,
Do you want viewers to watch this? Keep eating. Well,
no.
people will listen to this, so eat. It's not a request. This is what the bet was. You can't decide not to pay up just because you're feeling a little sick. You chose this life. You could have waited
Yeah,
till next week when you were ready, and you did not.
you
So
know,
you
yeah.
don't get a sorry, take another bite. I'd like to see one more.
Shut your mouth.
If you need a stretch and get your stomach stretched out, do that. I'll talk about something else.
Okay.
Um, if that helps. So
Anyways, it was a fun trip. I'm exhausted, still
yeah,
recovering. I'm
your
going to
body
bed at
needs
like
some time.
9:30 or 10, and I'm waking up at like 7:30, and I'm just
Ugh.
beat.
Not
So I'm
even
like
gonna
getting
walk
good sleep right
Penny.
now. Yeah, and I have been walking Penny the last few days too.
Yeah. Oh, I
Oh,
heard that one. That was a good one.
sorry, podcast listenership. Here's my
Yeah,
stupid cheesecake. I hate this thing, dude.
I know. I know you
That's
hate it.
a that's
I
a
would hate it too.
I don't know if I've eaten a pound and a half of food in like an hour
You probably have
sitting
of meat you probably have, but not cheesesteak.
or pasta.
Okay. Maybe pasta. Yeah, pasta's a lot though. Pasta's heavy.
Yeah,
I've eaten a lot of pasta before. It's just easier to eat. It's not
I
as
can pound
rich.
some carbs. I can probably pound some meat, but I don't know if I can pound some cheesecake.
Some cake. Mm, yeah, no.
All right.
Well, all right. So all you
What
processed.
segment do you have for us next, sir?
Okay. Uh, so I mean, I had two that I was going to decide between. Um,
We got time.
I had two, but I did want to have a thing about weird things that you did as a kid that you think were like unique to you, like weird things that you were like, oh yeah, that was something we did that just for some reason we did that. And it's
Nope. We're
not like
saving that.
drinking
We're
a
saving that for next week. Do something else. I can't think about that.
what can you think about? You're limiting everything I've got.
I know.
You
Talk about.
you
Here,
I
here,
just
you know
think we
what?
need to sit in silence while you eat your cheesecake. We'll just have a moment of silence until we hear a so some heaving, some hawk. Then we'll know. Then we'll end the podcast after that. That'll be the ending that you get, and I'll get to witness it.
Oh, brother.
So you got it. Come on, man. Just pretend you're hungry.
I'm really...
Pretend you're starving right now.
Okay. NBA free agency is going on right now.
Yeah. Biggest
Here's
surprise.
according to Yahoo
What's the
top
biggest
names.
surprise for you though?
I'm just gonna go through some of these top names. Most people have re-signed with their previous teams, so I'm not gonna mention them.
Yeah.
Um, biggest name was Paul George going from the Clippers to the 76ers. Then Klay Thompson from the Warriors to the Mavericks. And then the next biggest player on the board was Tobias Harris going from the 76ers to the Pistons. So
I mean, I feel like he's just gonna die there. Like that's
yeah.
gonna be his ending because no one's gonna care.
Uh
Pistons are gonna
next
be irrelevant for a few years.
the next two are Isaiah Hardenstein going from the Knicks to the Thunder. Loved that move for the Thunder. Then KCP went from the Nuggets to the Magic. And then Jonas Valanciunas
Valanciunas.
went from the Pels to the Wizards. Why did he go to the Wizards, dude? Like,
I don't know. Well, didn't someone
but
else sign with the Wizards?
otherwise everybody else stayed.
Well, what about Batum didn't stay, right? Batum's
Batum
he's
went
not
back to the Clips.
he went back to the Clips.
Um, yeah, but LeBron stayed, Tyrese
Okay,
Maxey, Pascal Siakam, OG Anunoby, Emmanuel Quickly, James Harden, D'Angelo
I just want
Russell,
to talk
Bruce
about
Brown,
this.
Malik Monk, Nick
Um,
Claxton. Like all the other bigger names stayed. The couple free agents remaining, real quick: DeMar DeRozan, Miles Bridges, Buddy Hield, Tyus Jones, Gary Trent Jr., Malik Beasley, Sadiq Bey, and Precious Achua. Otherwise,
Precious.
not that many people have.
Yeah, not a ton. I mean, it's not the craziest. I mean, this was like an average one, I would say. This isn't the craziest,
No,
but
this is definitely
there was
sub
some
average.
there was some moves. You know, Paul George going to the Sixers,
Yeah,
pretty big.
that was a
Klay
move.
Thompson, it feels like the official end of the dynasty with him leaving.
Yeah.
It feels like officially. And what I was gonna say about that, I was reading. There's all the articles about it, but he was gonna. Oh, there's a good bite. He was gonna go to the Lakers,
But
but he said it felt like he was going to something too similar to the Warriors. So he's like, I don't want to go to the Lakers. It feels like I'm jumping from one like boiling pot to the next. Like it's the same scrutiny. There's a lot. It just feels too close. And so he's like, I can't do that. Even though LeBron had good conversations with him
yeah,
and they offered him like a $80 million deal, I think it just was too much. And like, yeah, think of how different that would have been if Clay and LeBron played together with how much they played against each other for years.
yeah. Well, I
That's such
think
a
the
weird
boiling pot is
thing.
actually kind of a good line because if you put a frog into a pot of water and you slowly turn the heat up,
He won't jump out.
it won't jump out.
But if you turn
But if
the
you try to put him
cheesecake
into a boiling
all the
pot of
way,
water, and then yeah, that makes sense. But I was listening to Brian Windhorst and Zach Lowe talk about the Klay Thompson move, and I just part of me like everybody's praising it right now, right? Part of
I'm
me thinks
indifferent.
that
I'm indifferent.
part of me thinks that the Mavericks just got lucky getting to the finals this year.
No,
Like I feel like they caught fire. Like yes, they're good, but they kind of caught fire and they caught the Thunder in a vulnerable position.
sure, but taking out the Timberwolves with how good the Timberwolves were. That doesn't just feel like fire. Like they had some great games against them.
Yeah, I don't know, just it just felt like they kind of caught everybody at a good time. The Clippers were down.
Eh,
I mean, they beat the Clippers, but like Kawhi wasn't playing. Um, yeah, I don't know. I
maybe
I don't love the move like everybody else does. I think it's a good move, but also like
he needed a change of pace. I mean, he didn't play great, so he's gonna,
he
I
also
think
only
he
signed
knows
for
it's
three
done.
years, 50. That's not much.
It's not a lot, but also I think he was wanting to leave the Warriors too because he said he and Draymond and them they were kind of peeved that Jordan Poole and was it Andrew Wiggins? They were like priority for the front office and they were signing him to big extensions. So a lot of money was going that way, and it looked like they were already like phasing out uh Clay. And so Clay was and Draymond were like, "Yo, is that what you want to do? Are you trying to get rid of us already?" And so
Yeah.
then that probably affects their work, and they're not as committed, and they already can feel the run is kind of over. So
Yeah.
oh, this is quite a day, man. This
This
is
is
quite a bet.
I knew it was going to be difficult, but I thought it would be more difficult after the fact. Like getting through it, I thought would be like not as hard as like after the fact. This is a mental
But
battle,
right
dude.
now,
This is
it's all
as
mental.
mental as it is physical.
You need to just like take bites and then swallow them whole like a pill, so you don't have to
D-
chew them.
That's what I was just trying to do, man.
It didn't work either.
I don't know.
Oh,
All right.
well, you're doing a great job.
So what other moves have the Spurs done? I haven't paid attention. Or
They're
have they
set. I
done
mean,
anything else?
well, that was the weird thing is, I mean, the rest of their draft, they picked up a guy from Europe, and I did like that move. He's kind of an underrated, quick, smaller dribbler. I didn't like that they got rid of Rob Dillingham. I get it, but I didn't like it because it felt like they gave up for the number 8
Yeah, what
pick.
was that
They gave up
trade?
a future. It was so weird. They gave it up for to the Timberwolves for future 2030 first round pick and then a protected 2031 pick. And like it just like I don't I know they want to package it in trades like in the next couple of years they'll probably use those as packages, but even then it feels like they could have gotten more for us. And number 8 pick you could have got more, but I know that he
Yeah.
wasn't really what they were looking for, but he's still got a lot of potential. He's quick. That's a good development. I feel like he would have been a fun player to watch. He has
Yeah.
some of the funnest highlights. Like besides Zion,
He is
some of his
older,
fun
isn't he?
highlights from
Or no?
yeah, he's a little bit. I mean, he played at Kentucky, but he played well at Kentucky. He shot like what 15 points per game on 24 minutes a game. Like he had solid numbers, really shifty, really fun. He would have worked well. I just think because they probably were looking at the Chris Paul pick already, they or picking him up. I think they realized we don't really need him as much as we think because we're already paying 11 mil to Chris Paul, who will want to be playing a lot.
Which
And I
11
don't think
mil
they
to Chris
wanted
Paul is nothing.
yeah, it's nothing right now, but that's still what they wanted because they wanted to kind of save some cap space, whatever. But I
Some
do like
chap
the rest of their
space,
draft. Some cap space,
some chapstick space.
some MySpace.
Mm.
Uh, they're gonna be fun. I feel like, and Chris Paul, every team he's ever gone to, he has improved their winning record the next year. Every team guaranteed. So,
I
and
sent
the
you a
Spurs
reel
did
of Chris Paul
awful.
completing the rainbow. Did you see that?
No, what was that?
He's worn the entire full spectrum of the rainbow
Of colors except
with
for black and white,
now
black.
he's well, like he had
Clippers,
worn
he wore
black, but it
black,
like
but
wasn't their primary colors.
okay. I mean, yeah, he's done it. He's played it a lot. He's a journeyman. I get it, but he was nicknamed Point God for a reason.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Like I mean, watching him play pickup basketball and how easy and he's draining threes like it's nothing. He's not even like a true 3-point shooter, and that's all he was doing. And his passes, like he's so patient. And his mid range is solid still. I think he'll be a great addition for them. They're gonna all benefit. I like the picks.
I just like it for Wimby because he's gonna teach Wimby how to manipulate his body to set better
And
screens,
rolls
to
gonna be
roll
really
better.
good. Yeah.
to show how to get around a double team, to show how to, close out in X, Y, and Z situations. Like he's just gonna teach all the tiny little things that like his experience in the league will just it's unmatched.
They're gonna
So
their chemistry is gonna be incredible. So I'm excited for it, and they'll be able to read it. Like Chris Paul and Blake Griffin with the passes, he was on all the time. Passes were immaculate to DeAndre Jordan. That's Lob City. Like you're getting the guy who was orchestrating Lob City for years, and you're getting him even in his later stage. I don't expect him to play defense. I know I don't. They're gonna have other people to do that. Wemby was defensive player of the year runner up. I don't care. Just
yeah,
give me some good experience and give me a little bit more wins. Something to build on. How
yeah.
much cheesecake do you have left? Show me. I want to see. What is that? Are you eating it from like the inside so they're not slice by slice?
There we
Oh,
go.
you're kind of making you're did you scrape the jelly off?
I did.
You
I put the
that's
jelly on so I can take the
okay.
jelly off.
So
Pause.
I was gonna give you a little out. Oh my gosh. I was gonna give you a little out. If you were doing it still slice by slice, I was gonna say, hey, if you can get down to at least one slice left, I'll let you have that for like a reward later on, like another day.
I don't know.
And as long as you trust,
I'm just
but
taking a break.
okay.
The Blazers made an interesting trade. Um,
So that was it. What pick? Was that the
what was
third
his
or the
name?
second?
It was the 14th overall pick.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh shoot, what's his name? It's from the Wizards.
Um.
I'm less excited about him. Denny Avdia, uh,
Oh yeah.
which apparently he had like a killer end of the year. He's from
Okay.
Israeli and he's 23. He's 6'9", small forward, like he's kind of a point forward almost, or can play the point forward. The Blazers gave up a lot to get him. Like we traded the 14th overall pick.
Now you had Bub Carrington that you drafted
Yeah.
and then traded to the Wizards. Big
So the
Bub.
Wizards drafted Bub Carrington.
Yeah.
And we traded Malcolm Brogdon and Bub for Denny and then also some other picks. Um, I don't know if you've seen anything on him. He looks like he's actually kind of a interesting point forward. Like he's like a better oh, shoot, what's his name? Danilo
Hmm.
Gallinari.
Huh. I mean, Gallinari's shifty. He's got some good shots.
Like he looks like
Yeah.
he's more of a ball handling Danilo Gallinari. That's what he like
Yeah.
reminds me of just in his play. Once a couple players got injured on the Wizards, he kind of took over and had a good solid finish to the year. I think he averaged 14 points a game. Let's see, what was it? Yeah, he averaged almost 15 points a game on 30 minutes, so it's pretty solid. 50% field goal shooting, 37 from three, 7 boards and 4 assists. So like he had a good finish to the season. I'm not too hopeful on him, but like he'll probably start at the 3 for us. And we'll have Donovan Klingen uh come
Boy.
off the bench. Pause. Um there's rumors of moving Jeremy Grant and DeAndre Ayton, but I don't know if either of those two are going to go
Doubt
right
it.
now.
Doubt
And
it.
then apparently there's recent rumors of the Blazers trading um Anthony Simons, which I'd be really, really sad about.
I mean, you talked a lot about Simons when he was drafted. When they got brought in and you were like, hey, I mean, he was a
My
shooter.
boy was Shaden Sharp. I did talk a lot
No, even
about
before that,
Anthony.
you did like Anthony a lot.
I still do, but um,
Like
yeah,
he has some great shooting. He's
Blazers are in
aggressive.
disarray.
I don't know what they're doing, honestly. I don't know if their front office fully sees a picture.
Well, Jody's trying to sell the dadgum team, so I
The
don't really know
team,
what's
so
going
I
on.
think his mind is on something else right now.
Yeah. So that's the Blazers moves. I'm excited about Klingon though. I think
He's fun. I
he's a
hope
good
he's a
defensive. I mean,
defensive
he played
presence.
really well
Yeah.
against Edie in the
Yeah.
championship game.
So I think he's just gonna develop and he'll be a solid player.
Yeah.
If you can be with UConn and win the championship, you know, you get 2 years in a row, then there's something with that. So Spurs and Blazers both picking up UConn players. I like it.
In the first round, 3 picks apart.
First round.
Yeah, Klingon is 7-2. He's from Bristol, Connecticut, home of ESPN, by the way.
One of that ESPN.
Oh yeah,
Already.
ESPN.
Don't be stupid, dummy.
Okay. Do you have a 15-word segment for us tonight?
I do you want me to do it?
Yeah, I need to
I could do
distract
it.
myself, dude. Sorry to the podcast listeners. This is a slow-moving episode for me. I am
He's
struggling
he's
here.
out of it. His brain is like in his stomach right now, processing
Nope,
all the food.
I don't want it to be in my stomach. I want it to be
It's
outside
so
my head.
full. It's so full. His stomach's a balloon right now.
Dude, a pound and a half of cheesecake.
That is crazy. I am. Oh my gosh.
And this was like the smallest cheesecake I could find.
Yeah, I mean it didn't look that big, but it's just so heavy.
It,
It's such a
it's
thick
it's
cheesecake.
dense like bread. What's that from, Jeff?
Um, it's dense like bread. Dense
Come,
like bread.
come on, Jeff.
Oh, I
What's it
can hear
from?
his voice. I can hear his voice. Uh, oh, what is that?
I feel like the kid mashing around his food, trying to just like pretend to his parents that he's eating his food.
Uh, dude, I can't remember. What's it from? What is that? That's uh, it's from The Office.
Yep.
It's the cousin who's not. Who's like Mose has all the looks or the
He's always
charm or
been the
whatever.
visionary.
Okay.
He goes, it's dense like bread.
All
As
right,
he's
I've got
patting his hair.
I've got a 15.
Okay.
You tell me, are you ready? You ready to do
I'm
it?
I'm so
Or
ready.
can you even think straight?
No.
Okay.
The end's not in sight, and that's the frustrating part right now.
Yeah.
I've made a lot of progress, but the end is still not in sight for me because I'm really scared of throwing up. I hate throwing up. All right,
All right.
go.
Okay. Seedless.
Watermelon.
Nice. First one we've gotten in one word.
A second one, we got meow.
Second one, we did get. Oh yeah, that one felt too. But yeah, I didn't. I just was like, what could that be? And I was like, giant fruit,
Yeah, that's a
green,
great
and I was
word.
like, oh,
Did
but
you create this
seedless.
list on your own or did you find it somewhere?
I found a list. I didn't. This is the first I'm looking at it, so
Beautiful. I love it.
I had no prep time. This is what I'm seeing right now. Uh, wow, that was a good burp. There's some room with this 15 words game. Uh, hey,
Whoa.
number two. Wow, you cleared some room. Does that feel good?
No.
You feel a little. You don't feel. You should drink a bunch of soda. That might help.
I'm just
Just
drinking. I
drink
thought
just
you were
water
doing
out
the
of an orange
water.
juice container.
Yeah.
Your stomach's full of liquid and cream cheese.
Gosh.
It's a lot. Okay, next word. Next word. Okay,
Okay.
so
Yep.
we're at one right now. I'm gonna do uh cushion.
Cushion?
Yeah, cushion.
This could be pillow or couch. I'm gonna go with couch though.
Ouch is correct. Nice job. Beautiful.
That just
One and
felt
one.
more direct. Like pillow
That
cushion
gives
could have
us
been there,
breathing
but
room.
couch cushion was more direct.
Couch cushion. I was thinking like lazy boy or lounge, and I was like, what could it be?
Dude,
I was
you're
like,
getting good at this,
couch
man.
cushion.
You're getting
At
good.
least I told you we needed practice. We needed to practice on what to do.
Man, we talking about
We talk
practice.
about practice AI.
We ain't
Okay,
talking about a game here. We're talking about practice.
okay. Number three.
Uh-huh.
Uh, pearl.
Pearl?
pearl.
Oh dear. So I've got several thoughts, like a pearl necklace, uh, like a seashell, right? Because they're in oysters, or even the word
Yeah.
oyster,
Hmm.
right? They're in oysters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you got pearl from SpongeBob, and that's a whale.
That's the
Don't,
second SpongeBob reference you've done.
yeah, don't feel like it's
Even though you
that.
never watched it growing up and you've
Never
done more
watched it.
SpongeBob references
I've
than I
probably
have.
seen like 2 episodes all the way through.
It's really sad because the references are gold for my whole life.
Well, he's yellow.
He's a
He's not gold. I'm gonna go with
okay.
necklace though.
Necklace is correct.
Holy crap,
Unbelievable.
dude.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
3 in a row of one word. Dude, nice job. And I'm telling you, I did not practice this. It's just a straight up list. Just grabbed it right now.
Are we gonna do
No
12
prep.
words?
Are
Are
we
we
gonna
doing
do
this?
12 words?
Are we doing this in 12?
Well, this is 8. So, I mean, maybe we could do it in 12 if I get extremely lucky, but I don't know. Okay.
It's not luck, it's skill, Jeff. You've got it.
Okay. How about this one? Redwood.
Redwood.
I know I can get this one in 2, but I'm going for it in 1.
Well, I feel like if you were gonna do tree, it would be you wouldn't use redwood. Like there's so many other trees you could do if you want to do tree. So I'm trying to think what else you could get me to with redwood. The other thing that my mind goes to is like Star Wars being filmed in the redwoods when they're doing that like
What a reference. Wow,
high
nice.
speed chase.
That is a cool shot when they're descending down and they have all the Ewoks going
Oh, I didn't pick up your
in their
noise.
sounds. They're going,
Still
it
didn't
doesn't
pick
pick
up
it
your
up.
noise. Dang.
I'm sad that this thing doesn't pick it up. I feel like it should.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Redwood. I'm just gonna go tree.
Three is correct. That is
What?
unbelievable. Unbelievable that you still went back to tree. I made a mistake and you still got to it. Unbelievable. I was gonna do like a pine, but I was like, pine could be like,
Cone.
there's a lot of pine
You could do
cone.
cone from pine.
Yeah, but there's still a Douglas fir or like But I was like redwood tree. At least you may get a chance with tree. The other
Yeah.
ones, I don't know.
I
And I didn't
mean,
want to do an obscure one like
redwood was
Gruyere.
obscure enough. That's true.
Yeah, but it's like
Gruyere
Gruyere or like
stupid.
Swiss. You'd be like, what is that, dude? We're 4 for 4.
We're
4 for 4.
we're doing 12.
This is this is incredible. Okay,
No, we're doing 10.
okay. 10? No way. No way, dude. That's so crazy. Okay. Word number 5.
Okay.
Word number 5. Let me think for a second. Let's go with uh diapers.
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 I mean, the obvious lead is baby. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else it could be. Diapers. Because if you're putting it plural, so multiple diapers, not just diaper, because diaper could be like diaper cream, diaper rash. I'm just gonna go with baby.
That's correct. That's correct. We need to put some money on like the lottery right now because I am dumbfounded by what's happening. Your logic talking through is still incredible. You talked through perfectly, and I'm like, "Dude, you're getting it. You're getting it. We're
You're
5 for 5.
doing it. You're
5 for 5.
believing.
You're believing.
You're
You're
doing
doing.
it.
It's from Hook. It's from Hook.
No,
Nice job. I love it. Yes,
it's
it is.
from
I thought it
it's
was
a
Hook.
Kyle video. It's good neighbor stuff.
Oh, that
Unbelievable
sounds like
dinner.
Hook when
It
he's like,
is. It is. It's essentially
you
the same
suck.
thing.
You suck.
But good neighbor stuff
It
is
is.
better.
I do remember that video, and there's the hallway in the
He
background
says,
right
"Oh, I'm
there.
gonna take this imaginary glass and I'm gonna smash it over your imaginary head." And he's like dying and he's like bleeding.
You're
Everybody's
doing it.
You're doing
You're
it.
doing it. I need to watch that video again. That was
Dude,
amazing.
good neighbor stuff. That was my jam. I got everybody on the Good Neighbor stuff, and
And Brandon.
Sater and Brandon took it over.
They,
But
they quoted it forever, and they
yep,
still do. And then he showed me.
yep.
Okay, number 6. I feel like I may get caught up here. This may
Okay.
be our end of our one streak. If unless I can think of a golden clue for
Corral,
this. Oh, golden corral.
golden
Then
shower.
yeah, a gold. Makes no a mate. Well, where's my golden shower? Okay. I'm gonna do my best here. Really hope the logic tracks.
Here, cheesecake update.
Okay. Wow, why are you making it? That makes it more difficult. It looks massive. You know what you should
Because
do? You should mash it
because
all into
the
a
edges feel
ball,
more
mash it
daunting.
into a big ball,
It
and then just
already
eat it like
is
an
mashed
apple.
up, dude. It already
Put
is
make it
so
into a ball.
condensed.
Bake it into a ball. It'll be as tiny as your hand. Just like a little ball that you can eat. Pause.
Oh, brother.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Grocery.
Grocery.
This is gonna suck. No, I shouldn't have done that. Oh,
Can I ask if it's a specific place?
it is. That's all. Yes, it is.
Okay. So, grocery store. My first thought is Walmart because that's like the biggest grocery store chain. I don't think it'd be like Walgreens or Albertsons or Safeway, where I got this POS cheesecake.
Some gross cheese.
Sorry, Safeway, you're taking this.
Got the bashing it today.
Yeah. Um, and your word was grocery, correct?
Yeah,
Not gonna be Target. I'm just gonna go with Walmart.
Walmart's correct.
No,
Walmart's correct. I
stop it.
cannot believe. I cannot believe it. I am dumbfounded. The words can't describe your logic, and you're like, well, first thing I go to is Walmart. Like, bro,
Hey, no, that's
huh?
all you. You are doing
Is your
an
brain
incredible
is you
job.
you're on it. Okay, I'm gonna go to this next one right away.
Okay.
Right away.
Yep,
Okay,
go. Go.
Bell.
Bell?
Bell.
Oh, frick, dude, that's so hard.
I'm just hoping you're on the same wavelength as I am.
Like my first, like I don't think this is it, but my first thought was hop for some reason, like bellhop.
Bellhop. Okay.
Yeah. Then I went to Belle from Beauty and the Beast, and then I went to Gong, like Taco Bell.
Um.
But I feel like if the word was taco, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go taco.
Oh,
No
it's taco.
way.
The word is taco.
No
The
effing way,
word is
brother.
taco. I was like, I'm really
What?
hoping you were honest. I couldn't say like your dinner, or I couldn't say like spicy. I was like,
You could have
no,
said dinner,
taco
but you're
dinner.
right.
But I was like,
You're right.
bro,
Bell
it could have
is
been
a way
anything.
better word.
Bell, because it's like taco or
Dude,
like what would be
that was
obvious?
my third thought though, but it seemed the most like clear. I don't know.
Oh my. This could be legendary. This will go down in the record books if we can get this last one. And this is the one I'm most terrified of doing and getting wrong
This is gonna be the
in
best
one.
TikTok.
I really hope we can get. If I can get this, man. This is like getting down to bowling, and you've struck 11 strikes in a row, and you need one more for a
Wait, so
perfect game.
are we through 7?
We are 7 for 7.
Holy
One
balls,
word
dude.
each guess. We have done it. Pause. What you just said.
What did I say?
You said holy. You
Sorry.
know what you said. And then our last word, number 8. Okay. I
Yep.
want to make sure I can get this. Uh the only way that you can be
Dude, do you see my
on the
eyes
same
right
wavelength.
now?
Yeah, you're
They are heavy.
lachrymose. You are lethargic.
Yeah.
You are feeling it. Hey,
Maybe that's why
I
I'm
really hope you're
getting
on
these words.
I really hope you're on the same wavelength again.
Okay.
I just want you to think of the same thing I'm thinking right now,
Yep,
right?
I'm thinking it.
I have
Wait,
two. I have
wait,
two I
hold
could
on.
do.
Don't give me a word. I'm gonna tell you what I'm thinking of right now. Ready?
Okay. Ready, set, go.
Money. Just kidding.
Almost. It was ice cream. It was ice cream.
Dude, that was my second thought. I'm not even joking you. That was legitimately my second thought.
Why are you eating cheesecake and you're thinking of ice cream? What's wrong with you?
No, I was
Are
thinking
you
of what
so
you would
full?
be thinking of.
Which is ice cream.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking of ice cream.
Yeah.
Dude, that explains it. We're on the same wavelength right now.
I love it.
Hey, I have two. I will probably regret it going. I have to pick one. I'm
Okay.
just not sure either one, but for our
Okay.
final, to try to go 8 for 8,
Okay.
my clue is Armageddon.
Armageddon.
I really hope you're on the same thing as me.
Armageddon. What? Like that leads me to Independence Day. And that's the only way that you'd be able to get Independence Day in one word is Armageddon because of the movie Independence Day, where it is
Not
Armageddon.
true. Could have just said tomorrow. Tomorrow's Independence Day.
You could have.
Yeah, that would have been
Armageddon.
easier. Armageddon. I know I can. I know you're. I know you can do it on this, dude. To go 8 for 8, I know you can do this.
Armageddon. So that movie came out in the 90s.
Uh-huh.
It's not Independence Day.
This isn't something specific. The Walmart one was like a one-off.
Yeah. Armageddon.
So I just didn't know how else to do this, but Armageddon is as close as I could get to what I'm thinking. Come on, man. This is to cap it. Go through your thought
Dude,
process.
I don't have a thought process. I mean, the only thing that comes to my mind is the movie.
Huh.
And I don't think that's it because I don't know. Like Armageddon.
Well, if I'm yeah, it's a hint. Whatever it is, it's the word I'm trying to give you.
Yeah.
But I couldn't say Armageddon
It's like
because
Judgment
that's
Day. It's the last, like in the Bible, it's the last battle between good and evil for Judgment Day. And it was a movie with Bruce Willis in the 90s. And you said it's not something specific. My mind goes to just like Bible, but I don't know if that's fully it. Because you could use other words for Bible.
I'm so nervous.
Armageddon. Why Armageddon, Jeff?
Yeah, why Armageddon?
It's not like Second
Come on.
Coming. That's way too broad.
Yeah, that would and that yeah, that would
I
I
mean,
don't
you
want to
said
give you any more than you
it's
can.
a
It's just not
it's a
something
thing.
yeah. It's not something like a name of a specific thing. It's just something.
I'm gonna go with the Bible.
No. Uh all right. If I can do something
Dang it.
so Anita, can I know we could have had it, man. It's the hardest one. It's the
Yeah,
hardest one.
that's what she
Uh
said.
okay, should I go for this with one more word or do we not care and I can do it in 2 words for sure.
No, go for one more word. Nine
Okay.
to stay single digits. That's incredible.
It would be incredible. It's still that's record breaking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say dinosaurs. So
Oh,
connect the two things that I've said.
Armageddon dinosaurs. Um, my mind goes to meteor, but I'm wondering if it's like a different like end of like extinction. That's not Armageddon dinosaur. I'm gonna go with meteor.
Give it to you because there's no other way you could do it. It's asteroid.
Asteroid. Yeah, same
And
thing.
meteors, it's the same thing.
Okay.
Wait, the moment you started going with that and I started thinking of dinosaurs, I realized I should have done crater.
Armageddon
If I had said
crater.
no, if I had said crater, not Armageddon to begin with. If I had said
Crater is a
crater,
great word.
I could have said crater and you would have thought, what makes a crater? Like a meteor? I could have said that, but I didn't even think of it. I thought of Armageddon
Yeah.
because that's about a giant asteroid
Uh,
coming to
I
destroy
haven't
Earth.
seen the movie
And
since I was like 10. So,
oh no, they even talk about it in remember? They talk about it in The Office. I figured even that would give you when he's like, "We watched Armageddon and you cried," and Michael's like, he's like, "I did not cry," and he's like, "Yeah." You're like, "Oh no, they're gonna get off the asteroid or the
oh man.
meteor," and then
So
he's
yeah, I
crying. Dwight's
saw
like,
that
"No,
movie
it started
once when I was
snowing."
like a kid, but I'd watched Independence Day more than that.
Okay,
So I kind of
darn it! If I
associated those two
Crater's
together.
perfect move.
Asteroid.
Crater would have
That's
been the
what's the
Crater would
video
have been
game
the perfect
Asteroid?
word.
That would have been a good movie.
Asteroid, yeah, Astro Boy. No, but
Asteroid.
yeah,
An asteroid is a
Crater, man.
minor planet.
Yeah, I mean it's huge, but I should have said crater. If I had said a crater, you could have said like lake, but
Yep,
it
that
would
would have
have
been
had
my
a better
first.
shot. If you had known Armageddon, you probably would have gotten there. You've been like Armageddon's about what? It's about an asteroid.
I forgot. Sorry.
Darn it, man. We were
I
so
apologize.
close. We were so close. That will be a great TikTok though. I'll edit that down.
Jeff, I'm having a hard time looking at this cheesecake.
Don't look
Just
at it. Close your eyes and
no.
just
It's like
shove it in your mouth.
anytime I put
Just
it in my mouth, I want to throw up.
all right, stick it in your gullet so it goes down your gullet faster.
That's what she said.
Okay, come on, man. Let me just take one big bite and chew it. I just like big steps here. If you baby step it, you're gonna get more and more full the longer you wait. And
Dude,
we're
brother,
over that hour mark.
I am so full. I'm full up
You
to
are.
here, up to my
Keep going.
breastbone.
Your breastplate of righteousness.
Oh man.
Come on, a
Okay.
big bite. Let me see
All
it. Let
right.
me see it. Like here
No,
comes the train.
shut up. I'm going to tell you what the draft is right now.
Oh, we're doing a
And
draft?
yeah, we're
Okay.
doing the draft. And this is food related.
Hey, this better be a quick draft.
No, it's not a quick draft. I need all the time I can get, brother.
No, no. It's not I mean for me it's late,
I'm
so
gonna
you
be
gotta
eating while I'm doing this draft. Okay,
all right.
we are drafting our favorite 4th of July foods. So this could be meals, this
Oh,
could be
great.
snacks.
Great.
This is not going to be one where we're stealing from each other. This is just going to be a more fun, lighthearted
All right,
about
and I can do
tomorrow, the
this
4th
easy.
of
That's
July.
I can think of all the good stuff.
Yeah, so I'll let you go first.
I'm surprised you want to do foods while eating food. That wouldn't be one I'd want to think about.
Well, tomorrow's the 4th of July, so can't do it
Okay,
next week.
I'll go. I'll go number one.
Go.
I would have said movies, best movies that have like Fourth of July in it or Independence Day in it or
I
something.
can't think of enough though.
Uh,
I would have
fair.
struggled.
All right, number one food. Number one food, and we're doing it on Saturday with Emily's family, but
Saturday.
uh, we're not because it's Thursday and their whole family can't do. They've got work and stuff that they've got to do while they're home. So
What?
we do a big celebration on Saturday.
Who works on the 4th of July? Brother, I'm gonna throw up.
It's all right. You can take another bite. I believe in you. Celtics did this so you could do this.
Dude,
The
stupid
Celtics
Jason
went
Tatum.
they walked. Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown just put their heart into it. They put their Celticacy in that into everything. Okay.
Word.
So my
That's
favorite
so
is
much cheesecake though, dude.
it's a lot of cheesecake. And it's what I've had the most, but we're actually having a competition and it's hot dogs. I mean, brats I'll count into that, like bratwurst, but hot dogs
Yep.
with all the fixings, all the toppings. We're doing a hot dog eating contest on Saturday,
Ugh.
and they're bringing like five different types of hot dogs. I'm gonna be dunking it in the water and just nice bite. That was impressive.
No, it wasn't.
You've never looked more like fed up with all of life than you do right now. I am astounded by how you're still like awake and not in a coma.
Oh,
Calories running through your blood sugar is at like 12,000 milligrams.
I'm gonna go eat a vat of salt after this. I'm gonna go lick a stone of salt.
Just a nice Himalayan salt lamp.
Just call me
Mm.
Jonas
Jonas Valanciunas? Jonas Salt? Jonas.
or Jonah Salt. I
Oh,
can't
okay, there you
think.
go.
Is
Never
it
mind.
Jonah or Jonas?
Jonas Salt. It's not. uh,
Salk. Oh,
Jonas Salk. Yeah, not Salt. You thought it was Jonas Salt? All
I
right.
don't know who this is.
You should have said pillar of salt.
Well, just call me a cow.
It's kind of, well, moo. Yeah. Well,
Okay,
okay. I said hot
I'm
dogs.
I'm gonna
What
go
do you
with
got?
the ironic. I don't even love it that much, but like it's the most iconic thing, and the Brock family, I think, always made this. But we did it as like a Jello cake. It's like you make like
Huh?
a cake and you poke holes in it, and then you pour the Jello in, you put
Oh,
it in the fridge, let it set. Then you put the whipped cream on it, and then you do blueberries for the stars, and you do strawberries for the stripes. And so it's an
I've
American
seen that
flag
before.
cake,
That's your number one. Wow.
and it's whipped cream on
Like
it,
your
and then
favorite?
it's just like that's like
Is it
the
like an
most like
angel's food
iconic
cake
thing that I
almost?
remember. No, it's Jello cake.
Yeah, but like it's like that where you poke the holes and let it like seep into all the batter and
Sure,
everything, and then
sure,
sure, you
sure.
you are out of it, my friend.
I'm struggling, brother.
I can see it. I can see it.
For
Believe in
those of
you.
you listening on the podcast, I don't know how
Oh,
entertaining it's going to be on the YouTube, but
what percentage of this have you eaten? What
mm,
do you think? Where you at? 80?
seven, 70,
75?
74.
74? Man, full quarter to
One
go.
more bite and I'll be up to 78.
Go. Okay, number two pick.
And you took hot dogs, and that's a great pick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the classic. Shout out to our last week's episode because last week's episode was so fun. Like, I listened
Our
back to
toppings
the
was
burger
fantastic.
draft just because it was funny, and we went off the rails with our buns
Our
and our pickles
commentary,
talk and our
my
condiments.
buns, yeah.
Hot cross
That was a fun
buns.
one. Oh,
Uh,
hot cross buns.
yeah, one a penny, two a
Green
penny.
sleeves.
I'm gonna go
One
with
a penny to a bunny, hot cross
I'm
buns.
just gonna go with hamburgers
Hamburgers,
or
real solid.
cheeseburgers. Not discriminating. Sorry, I didn't draft
Yeah.
cheese, so I felt like I couldn't take cheeseburger.
Hamburger or cheeseburger.
Yeah,
Hamburger,
we're gonna go with
hamburger,
burgers.
cheeseburger.
We're gonna go with
Okay,
burgers.
good pick. Good pick. I expected that. I thought that was going to be your one pick.
Oh!
That's out of nowhere. He just took a big bite and was
Ugh.
unhappy with that. He feels it. No, the bite does not yummy. Dude, you still have a lot.
I
Oh my,
know.
oh my gosh, man. That's a lot of food. You need to mix up your flavors. Get something else to mix it up. It's just bland.
This is not about flavors. This is about
I
poundage
know you're
of
full.
cheese.
That's a lot. Oh, that's why there's always like room for dessert because if you're eating normal foods and you're so full, but then the dessert has that different flavor, the different texture, and so ooh, I could still eat a little bit of dessert. It's the same way, just
Like
reversed.
different flavor palette too. Like you go from like savory to sweet. I'm just pounding sweet meat right now.
Don't ever say that again. Okay. My number two pick, which I every time, and it's actually my favorite thing to make on 4th of July, Independence Day, sorry, is pasta salad.
Oh, good pick.
Love a pasta salad. And it's just, and there are variations. I always do mine with some, you got the little cherry tomatoes, some mozzarella or like cheddar blocks,
Some
olives,
olives.
artichoke.
You do cucumber on it?
Sometimes if I take out the
Dude, you
seeds, then
got so
yes.
pissed at me for saying
You're
cucumber
stupid
last week.
cucumber, bro. And you were so normal with it. Like, what was the point of that? You didn't need cucumber. You're like, oh yeah, the
I
cucumber.
laughed so hard.
It was like there was no excuse for you to say it like that. And at first I was like, fine, whatever. He mispronounced it. But don't do it again. Ugh. You just brought up
Uh,
another frustrating thing for me. But yeah, pasta salad is my number two. Looping back around to my number three, um,
oh,
I'm gonna
frick.
stick with this, was pasta salad or potato salad.
Okay, I don't
Love
like potato
potato salad
salad,
as well.
but that is on every classic American 4th of July picnic table. So good
So
pick.
what do you like more? Do you like more of a mustardy potato salad or do you like more of a like an
Potato
egg.
salad is the only form of potatoes I don't like.
Wow, really? Too much
Yeah,
mayonnaise?
I don't know. I've never enjoyed it.
Mm.
There's
I like
other
the
foods
relish
I'd
and
rather
everything in
eat.
it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you're gonna eat a lot of food, you don't want to spend it all on
Bro, I'm close.
that.
Not to being done. I still have a ways to go there.
Close to.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah, get a nice burp, then you'll feel good.
we're gonna so oddly enough, I kind of crap on this fruit because I don't like it that much. Because I feel like
Mm.
it's just kind of pointless. But like on the 4th of July, it's a staple, and I do enjoy a nice watermelon on the 4th of July. So I'm gonna go with
Hey,
watermelon.
good pick. Good pick. You know what? It deserves to be there.
It does. It
A
does. I feel
cold
like
watermelon, chilled.
yeah, dude, I would love a watermelon right now.
That would make things. You should eat a little watermelon.
I don't buy watermelon. Watermelon's
Oh,
stupid,
darn,
except for
darn
tomorrow.
it.
Um,
Except on the 4th of July.
okay, and this one might be a little bit obscure, but I mean, I feel like we need to go in the dessert route here, right? And so I'm gonna go with homemade ice cream.
Ooh, we
The
didn't really
Brock
do that, but that
the
sounds
Brock family
great.
always did the homemade ice cream with the, they put the ice in there and then they put the Morton salt in there and then they had the thing
Mm-hmm.
churning. And
Turning for burning.
yeah, it was like we only had homemade ice cream on the 4th of July, but I always looked forward to it. It was really good. So I'm gonna go with homemade ice
Sounds
cream.
great. Sounds really solid.
Yeah.
Yum. It's watermelon homemade ice cream. You've got
All
some
right.
diversity. I feel like
You're
very plain. Mine,
I
my
actually was
fourth.
purposefully going for a little bit of a spread. So I've got like a cake, I've got burgers, I've got watermelon, I've got ice cream.
Pieces.
Next I need like a side. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
So
my side. That's what this one is, which
you got
I
your
get every
you got
time.
your
And there's
final two picks here.
yeah, my I always get this, and there's always a variety because everyone always brings different ones. But I always look forward to it because I get to
Fudge.
try some different ones. But no, it's not fudge. It's cheesecake.
No, I know.
It's different. You need some fudge to put on it.
I can't do this, dude. This is
You
so
needed to
hard.
get the ones that were the different flavors in each corner. So like
No,
three of
it's
each
not about
flavor.
that. It's not about that. It's like if I put this bite in my mouth, I'm scared I'm just gonna spit it up.
You're not gonna spit it up.
I'm so
You're gonna munch it
I'm
like a
scared I'm gonna
man.
be Asa Stevens in the Goliath burger.
No, no,
Have you seen that?
no. I don't want to. I don't even want to think about it.
Sadar made this video.
Wait, did you show me this? I feel like you showed. No, you showed me
I
this.
showed it to you. It's like a tube of
It's the low
toothpaste,
quality.
man.
It's a low quality video. That
Super
was
low quality.
gross.
I'm pretty sure it was taken
I
on
did
Sadar's
not like it.
iPod Touch back in like 2010.
Mm-mm. No
Okay.
thanks.
Sorry, what are you taking?
I'm taking chips.
Oh,
Potato
oh,
chips. So
dang it.
everyone
That was
always
gonna be my
brings.
last pick. Just like
Sorry. That's what I always put on there as
a
a side.
spread of chips.
Yeah, they always bring like a cheddar sour cream or a barbecue. Barbecue chips are always there. Great bite, man. No, you can do it. Come on, just chew. Do it. Come on,
You shut up.
dude. Chew it
No,
slow.
you shut your damn mouth.
My side hurts. You can do. I believe in you so much. If anyone can do it, you can. This is bro. You have so much cheesecake left.
Shut your damn mouth.
Oh my gosh. I'm impressed. You did make it really far, though. You've made it so far.
Oh, this has been a long journey, brother.
You've done one. You know what? You only have to eat one more bite. See now how far you struggle? You only have to have one more because there's no way on this earth that you are finishing that cheesecake on this podcast.
Shut,
There's no way.
dude, just shut up and give me your last pick. I'm so done.
This has been very worth it. As much of a surprise as it was, I could not have enjoyed this more. You being so overly frustrated and full that you can't even be that mad because it'll make you vomit the moment you get worked up.
Oh,
So it's
dang,
really
dude.
fun. It's really exciting. You can decide the
It
terms of
fell
the bet
apart
next
on my
time.
fork.
No.
It fell off my fork, literally.
Scoop it. Scoop it up. All right. I love Oh my
Could you
gosh! All right,
could you
my
hear
final
that?
pick. Yeah, I could hear all that. That
Oh
that came.
no.
That was on the microphone, loud and clear. Oh, don't do your little burps.
That wasn't on
Don't.
purpose.
You. All right. Number five. I'll distract while you drink some water or something. Number. Oh my gosh. Dude, this is unbelievable that I'm watching this. I I love every ounce of this moment. This was I've been waiting for like a month. I've
Oh.
been waiting for this to happen.
The worst part was
Uh
I knew this was happening after round one of the Dadgum playoffs.
yeah, you knew it after you saw that. You went,
Oh.
"Oh, it's too late for me."
Okay, I just have the the
Okay,
the edge of two pieces left. That's all.
wow, you could, dude, incredible.
Yeah,
Look,
that's what I
look
have
at it. Oh
left.
my gosh, that's like 3 bites. You could do it.
It's four.
4 bites. Okay. My
Well,
number five
four
pick.
big bites. It might be six micro bites.
I don't know if you'll count this. Maybe you'll count this,
I don't
but if
care.
not, I have a backup count. But it is sodas. So we always bought bottled soda, and
Nah.
for us, we got Henry Weinhardt's, which was like
Nah,
our
you
adult
you can
thing.
have that as an add-on. That's not a food. That's a
Okay.
drink.
All right. Then if we're going back to food, um,
Oh, I
I'm
know
gonna.
my final pick. I really
Oh,
hope you
you
don't
already
take
got
it.
it.
I really hope you
Okay.
don't take my final pick.
Okay. Back to number five. Let's go with I mean, there's a couple, but I don't know which one. I kind of want to take the one that you feel like you're gonna pick. Uh,
I think I have a backup in case.
okay. Let's do. I mean, we always had grapes, and I really like cold grapes.
Dude, why did we always have grapes too?
I
It's
don't
like
know why that's a
grapes and
thing.
watermelon
Grapes, they were just like very watery and
just
whatever,
in
easy to eat.
season.
And you can just grab them. People would just grab bundles of them. But I think
Yeah,
I really like grapes. I would always put a little bit on my plate.
that's
I may
good.
not have eaten all of them, but
That's
grapes
a
is my
good.
pick.
Do you
That's
like
not what
red?
you
Do you like red grapes or green grapes better?
purple grapes. I like purple grapes the
I like
most.
purple
I
grapes.
don't I don't love green grapes.
Dude, I love
Too
green
sour, too
grapes.
sour, too sour. Purple grapes had the great sweetness to them.
You don't like red grapes. You like purple.
Purple. Yeah, purple grapes are the best
Interesting.
grapes.
I don't have purple grapes like ever. Concord grapes. I don't ever have those.
Dude, they're my favorite.
I just have
They're my
red
favorite
grape.
grape.
I just have red grapes or green grapes. Okay, for my final pick, since I took burgers, I'm not gonna take like ribs or barbecue or like pulled pork sandwiches or anything like
I was
that.
gonna take another meat, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
I'm gonna go with corn on the cob for my final pick.
Ooh, what up? All right, yeah, that's a winner. Corn on the
So
cob is undisputed
I
best
got I
vegetable.
got American flag cake, burgers, corn on the cob, and what else did I pick?
Dude, and
Watermelon
grilled,
and
grilled corn on the cob is so
homemade
good
ice
too.
cream. So that's
Nice
pretty good.
pick.
That's a pretty good draft. Oh my gosh, dude, I'm so struggling.
Do you think you'll be able to do it? You
No,
think you could do it? No.
I might have to
What if
finish
you
this.
just secretly had Penny will walk over and just like gobble it and you're like, oh, I guess I ate it all. There it's
Oh,
all gone. Yeah. Hey, that's a good draft. I didn't even think about that. But
it
that's a
was
good on topic draft too.
it wasn't anything where we were gonna steal picks from each other. It was kind of just to talk about fun foods that we did.
It's like the fastest draft we've ever
Oh,
done too.
Jeff, do you have any fun like Fourth of July memories or things that you guys did growing up?
Yes. I that's what I was gonna talk about our memories one. I was gonna do
Yeah,
the memories one.
that's right. I forgot about that.
What we did, we lived next door to my grandparents, so or not us. My aunt and uncle lived next to my grandparents, so they would switch doing their activities between their houses and sometimes our house. But because we had back and forth, we would just walk between the houses and hang out, and everyone was doing stuff. And me and my cousin went and climbed a tree in the backyard on the other side of my grandparents' house. So we're like one house away from where everyone's doing the party, and we
Oh,
climbed
that's
like
fun.
70 feet up in this pine tree, and we're so high. And I'm like,
Why was
12?
your final word asteroid? That's such a hard word.
I didn't pick it.
I know
I
we
didn't
did
pick
we did
that.
we did really good, and then
It was a
asteroid
real
happened.
dude. That's as good as it probably will ever get. And I didn't prep at all.
I think my brain just like caught up to the fact that you did asteroid, but
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm just sad
Sorry,
I
you
did do Armageddon.
sorry, you
Should
climbed a
have done
pine
Armageddon.
tree? And what
Climbed a
happened?
super tall pine tree, really high, and then we could see the deck where they were all hanging out across at the other house. And they saw us, and then we got in big trouble because we were up so high with no harnesses or anything. Like we fell, that one of the branches broke that high, they're so thin. I mean, we're dead. One of us are dead, and we didn't care. We were like, we're up here. And
Yeah,
we got
that's
in
fun.
so much trouble 4th
That's
of
so
July. It was
fun.
really fun.
That's really
Dude.
fun. We used to do water balloon fights on occasion with like a bunch of families from church and stuff. We also used to do like a big ol' like combined family like softball game. That was fun too. And then
Yeah,
every
the sports
every
were good.
every morning 4th of July or what every during the morning of every 4th of July we had like a flag ceremony and then we did a pancake breakfast with our church. And I remember being a little kid like looking forward to doing the flag ceremony one day. And then I did the flag ceremony like once and that was it. But
Mm.
I was like, man, I respect those young men for doing their
Their
scout
flag
their
ceremony, scout
their
stuff.
scout honor and doing the flag ceremony.
We had so much respect.
Yeah,
RESPCT. Find out what it means to me.
find out.
The big one we did was dunk ball, which is when we lowered the hoop in the driveway, and all the uncles, and I was old enough at that point. I was like 14, 15, that I could compete with most of them.
Yeah.
Because we lowered the hoop down to like, was it 8 feet, 7.5 feet? And then we basically played like 21, but you could only dunk it to like make someone go back down to zero.
Yeah,
So you do a lot
like
of dunking, a lot of
tap ins didn't count. It was only
yeah, there
dunks.
wasn't tap ins. You had to dunk it back or whatever. And so we played that, and it was one of the most fun times. I wish I could go back to play dunk ball with my uncles.
Dude, I mean, you played mini ball in my backyard, right?
I mean, yeah, that was fun. It's a
Yeah,
good
so
time.
that's essentially what it was.
I do wish I could go back and also play go back to when we were in Houston and we would go wake up early morning and go play ultimate frisbee when it was like humid out, but it was still a little cold. But
It
it was
was
just so
like
wet,
it was like
like dewy.
75 and it felt cold.
And it was like 6 a.m. and we're like, "Ugh," like chilly, but it wasn't actually because it was normally 110. And we would just play ultimate frisbee but until the sun came out and baked us alive at like 8:30.
And our
And
feet
I
were
was
soaked by the end
exhausted.
of it.
Yeah, your feet are soaked and swollen, and I'm like in pain. I have like rug burns all over from the grass. And dude,
Yeah.
some of the
So
best times were
I have to
those
shout
games.
out Jeff for one of the greatest catches I've ever seen in Ultimate Frisbee history.
In person?
Uh, yes.
Dude.
So I at the like I play disc golf now and I'm pretty good at disc golf. But at the time, I was not playing disc golf. I was just playing Ultimate Frisbee, but I was not a very good thrower. I was I was the free safety, the runner chaser down guy. That's
Yeah.
just what they told me to do. And I learned how to throw a hammer throw though, and I got really good at throwing the hammer throw. And what you do is you essentially it's like a forehand throw, but you go like over your head at like a 45-degree angle, and you kind of just like snap it, and it goes and it kind of pans flat, and it's essentially a throw that you can kind of throw over the top of like defenders. So Jeff was like what, probably 30 yards in front of me,
Yeah.
or maybe on like the 25-yard line, and Jeff's like on the like 5-yard line. He's like running towards the end zone. I throw a hammer throw to Jeff because I see him have a little bit of separation between his defender, and I was like, if I put this at the back of the end zone, Jeff could get this thing.
Now, I'm not fast.
And
Even then, I wasn't very fast. I lug along, chug and
Jeff,
chug.
Jeff's a lugger and chugger.
I lug my body to the next location.
Jeff's a plug and chug kind of guy.
Don't say plug.
I need a
Hair
plug.
plugs. Okay.
So uh, Jeff starts sprinting for this thing, and I was afraid that I put it too far out of reach. And I was like, dang it, a little bit too slow or too far. and Jeff turns on these burners I didn't know he had. Like it was kind of like when you're playing like Need for Speed and you use your
Your
nitro or
nos, your
nitrous,
nos.
your NOS till
Yeah.
you have like that last little bit of it left. And you just
Blue meter.
burn all of it just real quick. And Jeff did that and made one of the most incredible catches and pulled his hamstring, but
Pulled it so hard.
he got 2 feet inbounds for the catch to win the game. And it was unbelievable.
Dude, that I just in my mind at the moment, I didn't even remember my body like
Yeah.
that I could move that fast until that moment. And then I lunged out and I felt it like snap almost as I pressed off because we'd been playing for like an hour and a half. And my body, I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
play Ultimate Frisbee all the time. So my body was like, excuse me, are you running a marathon? What are you doing? And so my muscles were not ready for that. I had no stretches. I was
Yeah.
dumb. I was like 23, didn't stretch. So immediately felt it just go and like rubber band in my leg and fell on the ground and was in incredible pain. And I just hear you going
It was
screaming and cheering.
it was one of the most impressive catches I've ever seen. And
Pain was worth the
I
gain.
will always remember that. And that was like your second super sick catch of that game, but that one was for the game winner.
That was for the win.
Yeah, and the funny part too is that it was between the uprights.
Yeah,
So
I remember it being.
instead of the goalpost being like one post and then splitting up into the two uprights, it was one of those ones that was like a dual soccer goal and then the
Yeah,
uprights. And
yeah,
the net wasn't there obviously, but that was such an impressive catch.
it was
How
fun.
did we
I
get
miss
there?
those days.
Anyways, thanks for listening to Left Hand Backhand Podcast. This thing was a train
This is
wreck I've never seen.
for you. I've been waiting for this my whole life. It feels like
I'm sorry I didn't finish it. I will finish this.
you did. You did a
I
fantastic job. You know what?
I
That's
have
equal to one slice.
I
So I'll
have
give you that.
no, that's less than a slice left.
Less than a slice, and that's what I was okay with. You made it to where I'm like, oh, I have some leeway. You did it.
I made it
I'm very,
I made
very
it
proud of you.
like 80% of the way through.
How many
So,
calories total did that cheesecake have?
I
Did it
don't
tell you
know.
on the box?
I don't know. I can go report. I just know it was a pound and a half. And
Cheesecake.
it was
That's
14
funny.
bucks before tax.
Let's see what the
Um,
cheesecake is. You said it was at Safeway, right?
yeah,
Or Walgreens?
Safeway. I went to Safeway because it was $5 cheaper
Then
than
like
King
the 18.
Supers.
What is King Supers?
So essentially, it's I think it's owned by Kroger. It's essentially just like a Kroger grocery store, like a local chain, kind of like a Brolem's. Anything small
I mean,
like
it's
that.
funny because that explains it because you can't even find it like online. That's just like a Safeway exclusive. Like, oh wait, maybe I can.
No, if you just
Okay, this
Google
one is
Safeway
was it
cheesesteak,
14? Was it $14? How much was
yep,
it?
for 13.99.
13.99. Okay, that's what
How
I'm
many
saying.
calories is this?
This is 13.99. Well, it actually does not. It
I
does
think
not tell
if
me.
I
It
don't think
just is a
I've
very plain cheesecake, and this is without like jam on it.
yeah.
But the reviews are. Someone said, "Eh." That's all they said. Thanks. Eh.
I'm gonna take a picture and I'll post it on my story. All right. Well, thanks
Well,
for
great job.
listening. Happy 4th of July to everybody. I'll try to get this out tonight if I'm
Independence
functioning.
Day.
Um, do something nice for someone. Be smart. Enjoy your 4th, Jeff. Final word, bud.
Final word. Final word is do not make bets that you don't feel like you can live up to in the
Shut up.
future.
Lefty's out.